Hey FlossTube, I'm Kathleen and this is StitchuationNormal episode 36. Boop boop. Okay, sorry, I was trying to show off my cool thing and I didn't do it right. You can't even see the legs, it's so bright. I joined the crew that wears these, the Headgear. I'm part of the Headgear crew now. Ordered this puppy off Amazon and I love it because now I can stitch in bed because the light, I can use this light and move it instead of a lamp because the lamp doesn't quite get it. So I don't always use the magnifiers, but sometimes I do. And yeah, Elizabeth Ann can stitch and Betsy Clegger made me do it. So I'm back! I missed you guys. As some of you know, I posted on Instagram. If you remember last video, I was on a new medication for ADHD and it was going great until it wasn't, and I had a really hard time with it and had to get off the medication. If you want to skip, I'm going to give a little life update right now, and it's kind of long because I've missed you, but it won't be too long. But if you want to skip it, you go ahead. And that jiggling is Mew. She's here. She's looking out the window. She's tracking leaves because she thinks they're mice. So the ADHD medication, it was great. Everything was going great. I was able to focus. And then I had probably 4 major stressors, or not major, but pretty big stressors come at one time. And with a stimulant, if you have anxiety and depression, it will make them worse. And my anxiety was through the roof. So one thing, this was anxiety that I'd never felt before. So my blood pressure was raised because of the medication, which I have a sister that has high blood pressure, and like she's talked about it before. Like she'll be like, guys, my blood pressure's too high, can like we calm down a little? And I'll be like, oh, whatever. Like it's not funny, but it's like, you know, I was not as empathetic. I'm like, I didn't know what that meant. And then once my blood pressure was high, I was like, like it feels like something really awful is gonna happen like all the time, even though when you're like calm and relaxed. So that was one thing that happened. And then I just had these like, the anxiety and with the stressors were making me have several panic attacks a day for several days in a row. So I had 2 really difficult weeks, and then 2 weeks of trying to recover from that. So I went off medication. I talked to my doctor, I weaned myself off, and I was on Concerta, which has an 80% success rate with people. It just didn't mesh well with my body, I guess. And it's hard to find the right medication for you. So I wanted to thank everyone that reached out to me and sent messages, or everyone that commented in support of ADHD and with stories about people that you know that have ADHD or yourself. It was really nice to know that there's a lot of people that, well, I'm sure everyone knows someone with ADHD, whether you know they have it or not, kind of thing. So anyways, it was a really hard few weeks, but I'm finally caught up on my cleaning of the house, all my work that I had to do. I couldn't even stitch. That's how bad it was. The anxiety was, I was literally curled up in a ball on the floor of my house. And I would just lay there like, I can't get, like I was bare minimum eating. I was taking care of the kids and like, but I couldn't eat. And I was like, so I was like just drinking Gatorades and trying to throw like trail mix down my throat because I was like, I know I need to eat something. And it was hard. It was hard for my husband to like see too. Like, I don't know, because I think I'm a pretty strong person. And then just when I think back to like literally being curled up on the floor, being like, I'm gonna throw up right before I have to go take someone's picture was like not the ideal picture of strength. So it was, yeah, it was a struggle, but I got through. I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I think I say that a lot, that I don't want to be Debbie Downer. As I'm like smiling, I'm like, I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but I know it's serious what happened, but I'm okay now. So I'm probably gonna try another medication. I'm just getting settled into this again. So I couldn't even kickbox. I couldn't stitch. I think it was like a month where I didn't cross stitch. So, and then it was like I was ready to make a movie, but I had nothing to show you guys. So I was like, okay, well maybe just get some stitching in and then everyone will be there waiting for you. So I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad I'm here, and I've got some stuff to show you. I would say I have a lot to show you, but I think I say that every time. Okay, so the life update. So we had Thanksgiving since I last talked to you, and so I think I just missed all of October with you guys, so oops. We had our Canadian Thanksgiving. In case you don't know, I'm a Southern Ontario stitcher and I talk a lot. So we had our Canadian Thanksgiving and it was just the most beautiful day. We did a hike for hospice. It was the hospice that my dad was in. So we raised a little bit of money. We didn't go crazy because it was just, again, we were so overwhelmed, so we didn't like share with too many people that we were doing it, but we made a little teeny bit and raised some awareness of hospice, and it was really nice. It was my mom, me and my husband, my 2 kids, and my sister and her husband. And we did a little 5K, and it was beautiful. And then we ate like pigs our Thanksgiving dinner after, which was also beautiful. I went away to the cottage that I mentioned I was going to be going to, and like, I was going through all my, like, I'll call it my mental breakdown because it was a mental breakdown. I was like, in my head, I was like, and you're not going to get to go to the cottage. It was like, this is what I was telling myself. Again, like, this is not my normal self, right? So I was like so scared I wasn't going to get to go, and I did, and it was amazing because I did nothing. I literally did nothing. It was the first time my husband and I were away from the kids in almost 6 years. Like, we spent more than a night away from them, which we hadn't done. We didn't realize we hadn't done in 6 years. So, it was so nice. But like I said, I literally did nothing. I brought tons of cross stitching. I brought my crosswords. I brought CrossFit. Just kidding. I was just trying to add in another crossword. But like I had so much stuff to do, and I literally just sat on the couch and I watched TV. In the morning I did yoga. In the afternoons we went on little canoe rides, and in the evenings we played board games all day. And I literally I had my cross stitching, and I was like, I can't, my mind just really needed nothing. So I just sat there and I watched tons of movies. We watched, when we arrived, so they have the wood fireplace, which is so cozy, right? So we got the fire roaring, and we had tons of Halloween candy, of course, up there. Tons of food. We ate way too much food. We all made way too much food. But that's not a bad thing, I guess. So then we watched Interview with a Vampire, and then we just went into like, we did like a mix of Halloween and like regular movies, and yeah, it was really, really fun. It was like perfect for me. It was what I needed, and yeah, I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back to myself. And then Halloween, we didn't take any pictures, but we actually had a really good Halloween. So by the time Halloween rolled around, I was really late decorating the house, but it still got decorated, and I was feeling a little bit more myself. So we carved pumpkins, and we watched some Halloween Disney movies, Ernest Scared Stupid, of course, which my youngest does not like, and my oldest loves. So it's tricky, that one, but we had fun. We went to a couple Halloween parties, and we went to an outdoor haunted house, which the younger one did not like, the older one loved. So we had fun. Of course, we took no pictures other than pictures of the pumpkins. So I showed those on my Instagram, and I'll flash them up here. And that was Halloween. And then now here we are in November. And I'm so happy to be here. I probably said that so many times, but I really am. I think that's all for the life update. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll get into some comments from last video, which was September 27th, and today is November 15th, 2021, in case we have some people from the future watching and they're like, when was this? Okay, so comments. So yeah, again, I wanted to thank everyone for all the comments in support of ADHD. Last episode, I talked about my diagnosis, and I was on a new medication, and everything was great. Then it wasn't, but that's okay. Sometimes that's how it goes. I probably already said that too, but that is how it goes with medication. It's really tricky because everyone's body is different. So the same medication might work differently for one person than it does for someone else. And it's hard. I have a lot of respect for people that try and try and try until they get to the right medication, because just that one bad experience I had was like, I'm fine. I was fine before, even though I'm not, but I am. So Marianne Patterson left a comment that her husband was diagnosed with ADHD at age 62. And she said that the meds really helped calm his world, which is a really great way to put it, because my world, like physically around me, is pretty calm. It's like, it's all in here makes my world around me more stressed because my mind's going so fast. So she said that the meds helped her husband's mind slow down. And that's really what it is. And I felt like I was late to get a diagnosis at 32, and her husband's 62, so it's never too late. Like, this is your quality of life. Why would it be too late? It's never too late. As long as you're living, it's never too late, right? So Amy Judith left a comment. This is unrelated to ADHD. If you remember, I shared, oh, I don't know where it is. I was going to pull it and show you, but my youngest son really likes this plastic canvas scarecrow basket. It's like this big. It's in the video last week, and Amy says that she still does plastic canvas and she entered them into her state fair, most recent state fair, and she won, I wrote it down because she won a lot of ribbons. She won 2 first place ribbons, 2 second place ribbons, 3 third place ribbons, and a 4th place ribbon. And that was all for her plastic canvas work. So Amy, send me an email so I can see your plastic canvas. Like, I want to know what you're making. Is it the tissue box? Is it beyond? Like I said before, I thrifted it. That's where we got the plastic canvas scarecrow thing. It had cross stitch stuff in it, and then that was in there. My son wanted it. But there were some, again, I'm not a cross person. I grew up religious, but we didn't do crosses, and I don't have crosses now. But there were these, I consider them to be really beautiful plastic canvas crosses that had some like gemstones in them and like sequins, and I thought they were lovely. So I know there's a lot you can do with plastic canvas, so I want to know what you were up to, Amy. What are you plastic canvassing? Is that what you would say? I don't know how you would say it. Anyways, okay. So I'm not doing a save the stitches this week because I've been saving myself this last little while. So I'm gonna show some previous finishes that are Halloween because like I need to show these off. So this was something I made last year, Mr. Bones in the Garden by Dark Crosses, which is Jacob DeGraw from, what's the big one called? Oh, Modern Folk Embroidery. But this was like a branch off. So this is Mr. Bones in the Garden. I did glow in the dark floss for the bones, and then this is the étoile for the garden part, I suppose. And then I just wrapped this like candy corn ribbon around a hoop, and that's how I finished it, and I love it. So yes, that was something I made last year, but I want to show it off again. Am I foggy right now? Oops, sorry guys. Oops, there we go. I'm just trying to wipe that. I don't know if that helped or not. I don't know if there's a glare on me. Who knows? Okay, and then the other Halloween, this is my big Halloween one. Oops, it's kind of, okay. This was one of the first things I stitched. So I put this on my shelf and I like kind of like draped this around this like spooky web stuff. But this is from a cross stitcher magazine. This was the 3rd thing I ever cross stitched to completion, I guess you would say. I did like a tiny little reindeer, and then I did like a bigger, like a thin bookmark size, and then I went to this puppy. So there's a 12 floss in there. There is like the DMC Krynic kind of wiry stuff, even though it's not actual Krynic. There is glow in the dark floss, and I love this. This was like a big one. I can't believe I did that. Like, I can't believe, if I thought of it now, I'd be like, oh, that's a big one to do. But back then I was new and I didn't know. I'm like, oh, easy. Oh, there's a little cat purr on there. Yep. So I put like a velvet here, like a purple velvet, and then just like a thrifted frame. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. I like think of Gilmore Girls because I watched Gilmore Girls while I stitched this because that's back when I was a monogamous stitcher. So I would just like put the boys to bed and then I would pull that out and pop on Gilmore Girls. So, okay, those are my previous finishes. I think we are on to Canadian shop feature. I don't know which order to do that in. Anyways, okay, it doesn't matter. I have a new shop. It's an Etsy shop, but it's not really a new shop. It just has new cross-stitch related item, I guess you would say. So it's a vinyl front project bag, but that's not the only thing that's sold in the shop. So it's ShibaDesigns on Etsy, which I will link in the description box. Sorry, Mew's just distracting me. In the description box below. And she has all sorts of bags that she makes. They're fabric, not just bags. She has like wallets, and I would call them like notions pouches and all sorts of goodies. Oh, stockings. She has these beautiful stockings in her shop. If I didn't have my own that I had just had made, I would have bought them because they're gorgeous, and so many things. So anyways, but she has vinyl front project bags, and she sent me one. She's local, very local. Like, she lives probably 20 minutes away from me, so that's why I'm really excited about her. Did I say her name is Melissa? I don't know. But so she sent me a bag, a free bag, and it is, okay, the back is these Santa, or yeah, they have Santa cats, Christmas cats, so darn cute. They have scarves and hats and everything. And then The inside fabric is the ho 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 with the ornaments, which is so nice. And then if you look here, she's got a little paw print and then a little Canada flag because they're made in Canada and we want to support local, and really great quality. The vinyl's really thick, little zipper pull, beautiful. So she sent me this, which I love. And then, oh, and sorry, a little card, which is adorable. It says handcrafted. I wonder if she made that herself. And then she added in these 2 bags as well. So, and again, these are in her shop, so you can check out her shop. Just like a little, they can sit on their butts. And then you can put stuff in it, and look at this one. It's a Canada fabric. It's the Canada 150 fabric, so it has like all the provinces and territories on it, and then just a plain. So again, can also sit on its butt. We got some butt sitting bags. So those are in her shop too, and she wanted to give one away to you guys, which is amazing. So if you would like to win one of her bags, which again, I will link the shop so you can see all the gorgeousness she has, you just need to leave a comment in the comment section below with the word kind or kindness, anything like that, and I will find it. And I want you to just do something kind for someone today or tomorrow or whenever you watch this, or even if you're not entering, just do something kind for someone. If you, maybe someone you live with, someone you see every day, maybe if you live alone, maybe just send someone a text message or write a note to someone. Just do something kind. That's all you have to do to enter, and then leave a comment that says it. You also need to subscribe and like this video. And yeah, she's got some really nice Halloween bags and holiday bags in the shop right now too, as well as like there was a gardening one that was really nice. They're all really nice. So check out Melissa's shop. Again, it's not a new shop, but it's new to having the cross-stitch bags, the vinyl front, which we all love. So let's get into my WIPS now. Oh yeah, thanks, Melissa. I always forgot to say thanks, and I'm like, do something kind, and I'm not even saying thanks. So that's the little hypocrite that's in me. I have my WIPS. Okay, so like I said, like I wasn't stitching at all, so I had nothing to show. So I eased my way in, so I have 3 WIPS to show you. The first one is upside down. It is Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain by Kathy Barrick. It's this big puppy that I decided to start. I worked on that on Halloween and a little bit before the breakdown happened, so I will show you where we're at. First of all, I'll just show you like how ginormous this is going to be. Yikes, why do I do these crazy things? It's because I really want them. So maybe I know I'm gonna stitch for a really long time, so I wanna like, I'm starting now so that I can have them at least at some point in my house. So I've been working on the moon in the middle of the, this is just in the way. I'm gonna move this thread, there we go. So this is the center of the moon. We've got the owl in there. I finished the owl and I started filling in all this black here with the little stuff. So I'll pull up the chart so you can kind of see. This is the middle, this is the moon, so this is the part that I'm working on. It's the inside of where the moon is gonna be. So it's technically not the moon. The moon will be coming around here. I really, really like this owl. I think it's really, really cute. Woohoo! It sounded a little bit like Mario, but I was going for owl, please know that. So this is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha linen, 2 strands over 2 with the called for DMC, because I'm a DMC enthusiast. Okay, well this is always fun when I find just like a little piece of thread and I don't know where it came from. I'll put it there. The next thing I was working on was My Mother's House by Kathy Barrick. Now that I finished, I was like struggling with this flower because it was like taking so long. And then I finally just made a working copy. I've started making working copies of everything I'm working on now because I had a magazine get destroyed because I just worked through the magazine. And then this started to get a little destroyed, and because it's just when you're doing like complicated, like there's like, it looks like there's only 2 or 3 colors here, but there's actually like 5 or 6, so it was too tricky. I didn't know which color was which, and My Mother's House by Kathy Barrick, that's what I was working on. And this is what we've got. This is stitched on 25 count cream Lugana And I'm stitching 3 strands over 2. It's DMC, called for DMC. So I started making some windows here. And did I build the fence? Yes, I built this fence here. I'll fold it over, what the heck? Yeah, I built this fence and these windows, and I'm gonna try and work on that house. I have one more flower to go in, and then I have the initials that still need to go in. So it's like my mom, my mother-in-law, my grandma's, my husband's grandma's, their initials are all gonna go in, and then mine, of course. So it's my oldest WIP, that one. I'm not sure why it's taking so long, but it is, and I'm okay with that. I'm enjoying stitching on it, and that's what matters. So I'm not just stitching it because it's my oldest WIP and I want to get rid of it. I'm just enjoying it. So, and then the last thing I've been working on is Gangsta wrapper. Oops, there we go, Gangsta wrapper. It's a Christmas one. I'm not going to show it too close because that's the actual chart. There's no like cover, so I don't want anyone to try and steal that chart. It's by Jager and Yarn on Etsy. Ow, my foot's asleep, sorry. And then this is what I've got done on it. I finished all the presents, and then I started this red border here, and then once that red border is done, then I'll get into the bigger border here. And this is a Christmas present, so I have to get it done. Karen, I hope you're not watching. And this is on 20 count Balana, I think. Yes, 20 count Balana, ivory gold is the color, so there's some sparkle in it, and I'm using the called for DMC, which is just 2 colors, a green and a red, and I'm stitching 2 strands over 1 on the 20, so this is over 1. And it's actually really fun. I really enjoy working on that one. Okay, so those are my WIPs. I feel like that's too like a snake. WIPs. Okay, it's really asleep. My leg, I should say my leg, it's working its way up. Okay, so those are my WIPs. Now I have a tiny bit of haul, but it's really fun haul. Well, I already showed off my goggles. Well, they're not goggles. My headgear, I'll say. I ordered, so Anna, StitchToolBox, who I've ordered from many times, she did the October bag, which was a Halloween theme. So I wanted it's a mystery bag. You don't know what it looks like, and you get some goodies inside, and it's really fun. So this was the mystery bag print. Haunted houses, which I thought was really fun. And like, this is what it looked like when I got it. So then you open it up, and you have goodies. First, I'll show you the inside fabric. Like, I love the black and white theme of this bag. So it's like tombstones, and this is the thick vinyl as well. Really thick. Good quality. Sometimes I smell the vinyl. I don't know. It's bad. It's probably bad. I probably shouldn't do it. And it came with a Twin Peaks Primitives chart, which is I'll be back on Halloween. I actually really like that. Well, I don't know why I say actually. I read a book called Dryer's English, and it said you never have to say the word actually. You actually never need to say the word actually. But yeah, so that's that chart. I love how I'm just still showing you that chart while I'm talking about the grammar book I read. And there was this cute little Halloween note from Anna. And then this was a little pack of goodies. It came with some candies. Oh, I can't get in. It's stuck. There we go. Oops, well now I just ripped it all open. Okay. Some candies. This adorable, oh, this is stuck on here. This adorable little bat needle minder. And then these little, like gears, and I don't know what you would call them. It's like this, like a little pin, so you can make like a little dangly thing. Just like it's like finishing items. And some of this green. This is like a nice Halloween green. I consider like greens and purples, like this type of green and like this, a purple of this similar shade, to be like Halloween colors. Even obviously orange too. So some finishing items as well. And that was the October bag. which was really fun. So, okay, if you remember last December, yeah, it was December, I got her, she does a mystery bag, Anna, StitchToolBox, does a Christmas mystery box. So she does the bag too, but the mystery box, they're almost sold out this year. I did an unboxing. If you go into my old videos from December, you'll see me unbox. It's amazing. It's so fun. It comes with the vinyl front project bag. It comes with a Twin Peaks chart and, is it Twin Peaks? Yeah, Twin Peaks, and Anna designs a chart, and then you get like a bunch of like finishing stuff. Last year there were scissors in it. There was like a really nice face mask in it. There was like all sorts of stuff. It was not all Christmas related, but like I think the bag and like the main things also comes with linen, and you can choose your fabric. So there's a couple of them left in her shop right now. If you decide to order one, which I will link in the description box below, and you mention this video when you order it, you'll get a free raffle draw. Like you'll get your name put in a draw to win a January mystery bag, which is the vinyl front bag. But this is the box, the Christmas box. And like I said, they're so fun. I ordered one last year and it was amazing. So I'm just saying, if you want to order one, there's only a few left, so you need to hurry and order fast and mention this video, and then you'll get a draw to get a free other project bag. You'll get a ticket to be put in the draw. I'm wording that really odd, but that wouldn't be me if I wasn't. Okay, so again, that's Anna at StitchToolBox. So then the last thing on my haul was, I actually just picked it up yesterday. I was at Walmart. I probably should have waited till they went on clearance, but I got really excited because I know a lot of you guys use these to finish. So I was like, if I do like a small, I can finish it like this. I'm really bad at finishing. I participated in a smalls exchange, a Christmas smalls exchange that I had no business participating in, and I will show you what I made because I actually finished it and everything, and you don't even know what it is. That was during my breakdown I made it. Maybe I should tell my person that I got that I was having a mental breakdown while I was trying to make it, so if it seems off, I'll just blame it on that and not my actual lack of skill. But this would have been really cute to finish it in. Anyways, I bought them. I think they were $3.98. I made a video of my small in case you're like, well, I want to know what you made. Don't worry. I made a video of it so that I can show you in the next video. They haven't received it yet, so I can't say. It's secret, secret, secret. So anyways, I'm going to finish one of these, and then I'm going to put something in here and finish it with. Maybe this year, maybe next year. Who knows? Sorry about that glare if that was really bright. So I bought two. Just from Walmart. Again, like, their stuff goes 50% off after Christmas. I should have waited till then, but if it was sold out, I would have been like, why didn't you buy any? This is it. It's like really cheap. I'm a cheapo sometimes. And then I have a little bit of stitch kindness to show. Well, it's not a little bit, it's a lot. From Jennifer. She was so kind. She remembers that I like the drawn thread, and she sent me 4 charts. She sent me the butterfly garden, which I'll zoom in on. Can you see that okay? I can't see very well because there's a bit of a glare myself. There we go. The autumn garden. The winter garden. They're so beautiful. These are like just so beautiful. And the summer garden. I don't know which one's my favorite. I love them all. I think I love the butterfly garden. I'm probably gonna stitch this first. So these are all the drawn thread. Thank you so much, Jennifer. These came while I was mental breakdowning. I'm gonna use that as a verb. And I don't mean to make light of it, but I'm making light of it because, not really making light of it, but that's just what it was. I was having a mental breakdown. Let's end this stigma by not making light of it, but just calling it what it was. I was having a mental breakdown, and these arrived, and it meant a lot. Same as I had ordered the October mystery bag, and it came, and I was like, this is a little bit of nice. I get to open a little bit of happiness right now because I'm struggling. So it was really, really great timing for those things to arrive. I have a little bit of plans. So fall is over. Not literally, but for me, it's over. I'm ready to start decorating for Christmas, and I was really, really late last year. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the Christmas spirit last year. I was, just like a little bit late. It was like maybe second week of December. I usually do like November 25th, but like I'm ready now. So tomorrow I might just start. Who knows? I like to surprise the boys when they come home from school. I have the Christmas cookie jar out with some gingerbread cookies in it, like just a little gingerbread boy cookies. They're like cinnamony. And I have their Christmas box, which they each have a little tiny tree for their rooms and like little string of lights and like little decorations. So I'll usually, when they get home from school, I'll have that in the middle of the living room, and then they get to start decorating, and they love that. So I'm probably gonna do that maybe tomorrow or the next day, and it's a fun little tradition that only happened once, but I bought the cookies, so I'm doing it again this year, so I'm making it a tradition. I love how I acted like that was like, just since the day they were born, we've been doing this. No, it was last year was the first time, and this will be the second time. But I'm saying it like it's a tradition so that I make sure I do it as a tradition. And I'll just let you guys in on my secrets. If you remember, I was working on these. I thrifted this for I think $1, and it was a full kit. So I'm making my son's one. My one son picked this one with the white cat, the trumpet, and the other one picked a different one with a cat, this one. So I want to try and finish those. So I might start working on those next. They are right here. This is what I got done on them each. So that's part of my plans that I'm going to be wanting to work on. I really want to finish this, my first ornament for me. This one. It's a Doreen Jones. It's off her Etsy shop. I printed it Santa Ornament 3. What are they called? Pentabule? Did I say that wrong? Is that weird? Pentabule? I don't know what they're called. I want to make this. That's my goal. I'm really close here. So I just have to add in, let me look at this chart. I taped it together. Oh, that is me being dramatic. So I just have to add in like this little design. I flashed that really quick. I tried to be super quick so no one can try and copy without paying Doreen. And then I really want to finish Auld Lang Syne by Hello from Liz Matthews, because I'm pretty close, I would say. Well, I don't know, who knows. I've got For Auld, and I need Lang Syne in, so hopefully get that in. I mean, that one I have till New Year to do, right? And so I've got a few different Christmas ones to work on, and then of course this Prairie Schooler Reindeer Roundup. This is not going to get done this year, but I would like to work on it. This is on that Stormy Clouds, vintage Stormy Clouds. I actually have more done than I thought. Isn't that cute? So maybe I'll like work on Santa. I was saving Santa for like closer to Christmas. Do you guys save stuff for yourselves when you're stitching? I don't know, but I do. So I saved that. And then I want to get a few more stitches in, or maybe finish a box on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, the Christmas Celebration Sampler. So I did a middle start, so I think it might be the snowman. Yeah, I started the snowman. I want to get a little bit more in on this guy. Who knows what I'm going to do. But those are my plans. I'm going to work, I think I'm just going Christmas. I might still work on my mother's house a bit. I am getting ready to work on Little Women again as well, because I feel like, so last year I pulled that out Boxing or Christmas Day. I pulled that one out, like after the boys had opened all their presents. That morning I pulled it out and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this, and it felt Christmassy. I put on Little Women that day too and was working on it, and so I think I'm probably gonna do that again. And then I might do a Boxing Day start. I don't know. How many times did I say I don't know? I don't know. All right. That's the episode. I did it. You guys mean so much to me. I'm not gonna cry. Thank you to everyone that reached out to me. Thank you to everyone who was just patient and was like, she'll get a video when she gets a video. Thanks to the people that were like, StitchuationNormal, who? Just kidding, I don't know. I wouldn't know if you were like that, but I love this community. I love that I get to be here. Oh, sorry guys. I just remembered I am going to Stitch North, the cross stitch retreat here in Ontario. It's in Brampton. Caroline Off the Grid Needle Arts is the one that put it together, and I bought a ticket. I'm going. Anna from StitchToolBox messaged me and she's like, are you gonna go to that? And I was like, yeah. So I just ordered a ticket right then. And I think Shiloh Cross Stitch MD said she's going, so it's gonna be so much fun. I don't know who else is going because I literally just bought my ticket last week, but it's in March, I believe. I think there might be still a few left, so check it out. I love how I was giving like a heartfelt thank you, and then I was like, I'm going to a stitch retreat. I That's fine. That's me. That's fine. I still meant it when I was being heartfelt. You guys are the best. I will see you next time, whenever that might be. I'm gonna try and get back to my 2 weeks. If I don't, I don't, but I know you guys will be there waiting for me, and my voice sounded like it was quivering or quavering, but it wasn't. I'm fine. Don't worry, guys. I had so much fun. And don't forget to enter the giveaway. Don't say giveaway. And yeah, that was episode 36 in the books. What? Hopefully next time you see me, this will all be decorated for Christmas. And I've got a giveaway for next week too. It's a Christmas chart that I think you guys are gonna like, so stay tuned. Keep stitching your story, and I will see you next time.